Order! 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 Order!
You're in contempt of court. It's too late to be making wild claims. Judge, sustain my objection.
I'm sorry, Mr. Von Karma, but I cannot.
What?
Miss Lauterhart has made a new testimony. The defense does have a right to cross-examine her again.
But he is in contempt of court. No, I am. If you're gonna arrest someone, arrest me.
Very well. Maya Fey, you will leave the courtroom immediately.
Nick, I did what I could. You have to do the rest. Good luck.
Maya saved the day. Maya! You were so not useless.
Peh, I care not for this melodrama. Listen well, Mr. Wright. I
You best stop believing in melodrama.
badgering.
You're in one.
You are one of my witnesses.
I'm out of time. I better find a contradiction here or else. Mr. Wright, begin your cross-examination.
Huh.
Just present the photo. We could press it first, but...
That's it?
Oh, I don't think I can find anything about it. You can! I can't squander Maya's efforts either. I don't know if we press, I think we just present the photo.
Just present,
This
yeah.
is not clear as day. This is foggy as fuck. Objection! Got you.
bitch.
Got you. Got you, Miss Hart. Finally.
What? What? What?
Eh? You got what?
What you got? You got what? You ain't got shit.
Take a look at this photograph.
The photo I took.
The very same. It makes me laugh. There's something I want you to see in this photo. It's quite clearly visible. The lack of anything clearly visible. The fog, Miss Hart.
So?
This picture was taken with professional, high-quality film, correct? Yet even it could not capture the faces of the men on the boat. Yet you claim you saw Mr. Edgeworth. How?
What? What?
Mr. Wright has a point.
That's why I told her not to say that in the testimony, please.
Yet now she said it, Mr. Von Karma. How could you possibly see Mr. Edgeworth? Explain yourself. Miss Hart,
What?
could you see the defendant that night?
Of course. I said I could and I meant I could.
Then please testify as to the circumstances of your sighting. I did it. I finally found a hole in Von Karma's carefully vague testimony.
You're right. It was a cold night, and that fog was as thick as grits. So, once I finished setting up my camera, I got back in the car. Still, I brought my binoculars with me. When I heard that noise out of the lake, I looked at my binoculars. See? No problem.
Can binoculars see through fog? You use binoculars. Very well, you may begin your cross-examination, Mr. Wright. This one better be good. Do people just change their testimony like this in real court? I bet they fucking do too, that's scary. Press? I mean, we know it was. So how could you see Edgeworth? Oh, well, just fucking told you.
Now, just hold your horses for a second. You hasty Yankee types. Never find where what?
You hasty Yankee types never find a gal where I'm from.
Thank you, Martin. I was really struggling with that.
Defense attorneys have trouble with that as it is. Fucking shade. Nobody loves me. I get you, Nick. So once I finish...
To me, IRL.
To be IRL for me IRL.
So, once I was finished setting up my camera, got back inside the car.
Hold it. Your camera? What's a camera?
Yeah, it's got an automatic objection. The issue we are concentrated here is with Miss Hart seeing Mr. Edgeworth. The camera has nothing to do with this at all.
Objection sustained. Oh, he's not letting her answer any of my questions. Like what a camera is. What is a camera? I think it'd be the last thing is the one. Binoculars.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, binoculars.
Yesterday you mentioned that you were out looking for shooting stars, correct?
Well, yeah.
But you need a telescope, not binoculars for that. I've got doubts about your camera too. Was that really to take pictures of meteor showers? Yeah, what was the microphone for?
That was part of the automatic thing. The microphone triggered the...
Yeah, but what's it got to do with shooting stars?
The
Like,
camera.
why did she set that up?
The camera is irrelevant to this case.
She's totally a fucking plant. You can't say that for certain. Mr. Wright. Is the camera really relevant to this case? If you believe it is, you may continue with this line of questioning.
But know this. If you find nothing with this, then there will be consequences.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you wish to press further about the camera?
Absolutely.
This is make or break time! The camera is of the utmost importance, Your Honor. It is perhaps the key to this entire case. Therefore, I will continue my line of questioning. I could not possibly overstate the importance of this camera.
Wow.
Wow, I went a little overboard there. Very well. Miss Hart, you will testify to the court about the camera.
Yeah, I hear ya. The camera was set up to take pictures of a meteor shower. So why would it be looking? Why would it get a picture of the lake?
Exactly, that's still in the fucking water. Are you stupid? Miss Hart! What made you choose that lake to photograph meteors? You know the fog gets thick on that lake. It's not very suited to stargazing.
Yeah, well, you see, I guess I wasn't thinking too straight, Har.
She's a university student.
Yeah, surely anyone who's studying should studying meteors should understand where to put up a camera.
Where to photograph meteors.
I will not have you badgering my witness because of a challenged intellect.
Whoa! Whoa!
Now wait here a minute. Continue your testimony. You were saying how you saw Mr. Edgeworth? Grr. No unnecessary comments, please.
You can't do this. You can't do this, Karma. This isn't how it works. Just keep pressing. This shit's falling apart. We don't need any real evidence. This shit's just gonna fall over. If there was a heavy fog, how would binoculars change that at all?
What do you mean?
You're the scientist. Even binoculars can't see through fog. But you say you clearly saw him. What, the fucking heat vision? And then you would know who it was.
And what's more, you were trying to take pictures of the fucking stars, you fanny.
Yeah.
I did,
Nothing,
yeah.
None of this adds up. This smells worse than gaudy.
There is no room for doubt in her testimony.
There's only doubt. Are you listening? How fucking dense are you? You've been alive 400 years. How does this make sense to you? But I have to find a clear contradiction first. I don't care how many Von Cormac objections I get. I'm going to find a hole in this testimony if it's the last thing I do. It's a fucking Swiss cheese of testimonies. Oh. I would have been thrown out for contempt of court by now.
Yeah, you're just like, it's a fucking Swiss cheese.
Oh, this doesn't make any fucking sense. Ever listen to this bitch? Oh. Oh, still don't know what to do though. We've pressed it all now. Loud noise. Faces the lake. There. She was there to take photos of meteors. Show that.
Yes, we gotta find the right.
Yeah. Yep, keep going. There. Fuck you. No, it wasn't. I'm through with this. I'm through with her. This is stupid. You were photographing shooting stars. That is a lie. A blatant lie.
Says who?
Me, Phoenix Wright, Ace Attorney. I saw the camera you set up yesterday. It was pointed directly at the lake. You have to point a camera upwards to take photos of the stars, Miss Hart. You're the fucking scientist here. Oof! You replied with oof. Mr. Wright, what are you driving at? The witness was not at the lake to photograph shooting stars, Your Honor. Clearly. Fuck. Well then what exactly was your photography? Show evidence! The fucking boat! Your Honor, take a look at this. Right, oh! It's gaudy.
Yeah.
She's trying to find the monster. Take that! I'm fucking... Oh, Sleuthy Saturdays! Miss Hart! This is what you were trying to photograph. What's this? A newspaper article? Goody. Ah, the sighting at Gold Lake. Well, Miss Hart?
I never heard no lake monster. Got proof or something? Let me see you prove that I was trying to... that I was down at the lake trying to photograph this gourdy.
I mean, the position of the camera says all, doesn't it? Is that enough? I think the camera's proof, personally. Pointed at the lake. I don't know what the noise is for, though. I think the camera's proof. I don't think we can say we don't have proof.
We can't read the article, can we? No.
No, there's no giant life form appears at Gold Lake.
Do we just put the
I
camera?
think it's the camera. It's just, you can... I have it! Proof! Intriguing. Very well, let's see it. And no joking around this time, please. What is proof that the witness was trying to photograph Gordy, the lake monster? Camera. Take that! The proof, Miss Hart, is
Wait,
your own camera.
You're nailing this right now.
I'm so fucking big brain in this, right? This whole thing's just evolving in front of me. Your camera was set to take photos in response to loud noises, correct? Like fucking meteors. Thus, this photograph here, taken with a gun fired on the lake. And here, this article about Gertie. According to this article, which we can't read, this is fucking bullshit. Gertie made a loud noise when it emerged. Well, you were trying to photograph Gordy, weren't you? That's why you had set your camera to respond to loud noises. Oda! Oda! Ah, I see. I too thought it was a little strange. Yeah, sure. You were right on board with this, Judge. Well, Miss Hart, you were camping there to try and take a photo of Gordy, weren't you?
Yeah. Not bad. Are all you lawyers that smart?
Thank fuck.
So smart, boy. I was down trying to take a photo of Gourdy. You got me. So what?
Huh? Oh, I didn't think that far. wait, we have to.
That don't change what I saw, does it?
Yeah, that's
Exactly. You just used several precious minutes of our time to prove is nothing more than the witness is an idiot who thinks the monsters exist. Hey. But, as she so succinctly said, so what? It changes nothing.
Not true. You were hiding the whole thing about Gordy for some reason, I know it. What could it have been? Whatever it is, I'm getting to the bottom of this. Shit. Miss Hart. Why did you hide the fact that you were searching for Gordy from the cop? Please revise your testimony. Right, there has to be something in here.
Right. Fine, I'll testify. Won't change nothing, though.
Hey, nice. Something will change. It has to. And I'm going to spot it. Phoenix Wright, Ace Detective. Ace Attorney. Stupe, Ace Detective.
Lala's new testimony. Actually, I'm not a research student at a university.
Oh, shit.
I'm an investigative photographer. Imagine what a scoop it'd be if I got a picture of that monster. That's why I was camping by the lake. That's all I was hiding. When I heard the bang, I looked straight out of the lake. There wasn't much else to look at, so I just watched the boat the whole time. Then I saw a flash near one of the man's hands, and I heard another gunshot. I was looking right at that boat the whole time, crossed my heart and hoped to fry.
Well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Oh! The witness's testimony is unchanged from before. Whether she's a research student or a photographer, it bears no meaning in this case. There is no need to waste more of our time with another pointless cross-examination.
You're fucking immortal. Why do you care how much time you spend here? I claim the defensive right to cross-examine the witness, Your Honor. Well, Karma's up to something. I know it. She doesn't want me to cross-examine her because... Why? Was there a contradiction? Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. You seem sure of yourself. You must have something in mind. Loud. See, when they say shit like this, it makes me think that we don't need to press. Very funny. You understand that this is your last chance at a cross-examination, Mr. Wright. It's like all your other last chances. If there is no problem with the testimony this time, we will let the witness leave. I will announce my verdict at that time, Mr. Wright. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. Shit me. Press that.
Yeah.
Was there nothing on the lake but the boat at that time? So stupid to press that.
Wait. You're thinking that maybe he was shot from some other place? I don't think so, no. Lake was smooth as glass. Nobody was on the shore either.
I better find some sort of contradiction in this testimony. There has to be something.
Where's the bang?
Exactly what sort of sound was it?
Well, I never heard one before, so I can't say for sure, but it sounded like a gunshot. It's a lot sharper than I would have expected.
Go back to. Press that. I think it's time you told us why you felt you had to hide your true purpose at the lake.
Heck, before it got out, I was up to like we swarm with competitors.
Competitors?
Yeah, second-rate shutterbugs trying to steal my scoop.
Ah. Is that the only reason you were hiding the truth?
Well, actually,
Yeah, right.
Mr. Wright, I will not have you asking questions with no relevance to this case.
Whatever you say, Von Karma, I know you told her to keep quiet. Press harder, press harder, press harder.
Tell us more.
There wasn't much else to look at.
Yep.
I don't know. She heard a bag and she thought Gordy was out there. I kind of doubt she'd waste any time looking at a boat.
What? What do I do now? What do you give me that look for?
Definitely suspicious. Maybe it's time for some evidence.
Hold your hush, puppies. Pops, I'm getting there.
Right, so go back to that then.
Yeah.
There wasn't much else to look at. And then present Gordy again?
I don't think it's Gotti again. Fired 3 times, just sticks out of my brain.
Yeah, but it's still not relevant here. If she was like, I only heard 2 gunshots, then sure.
If anything, she says she only had 1 gunshot. Or another gunshot.
You try the gun. I mean, I'm struggling.
Yeah.
Okay, big objection.
Your Honor?
Your Honor, that statement contradicts this evidence.
Nope, this is the
No,
classic
it
failure
This
one.
is- It does, I don't see it. Really? Objection overruled.
Yep. Whoops. That didn't go so well. Alright. Yep. That was...
Oh!
What?
There's no flash in the photo? I mean, the timing might not line up, but
Present this one?
we could try it. We can't even figure this out.
Nope.
Yeah. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't.
God.
Fuck. Oh, hell. Oh, we've never lost 2 bits of health before. I don't think.
No, I don't think we have.
Fuck. I think it's this one. Because when we press that, it's like a different. That's. Did we try Gordy? Here.
You wanna present Gotti? Let's present
The
Gotti.
article of Gordy. I think so. It's like that or the map.
Oh,
Oh.
this feels better.
Miss
You're
Hart.
right.
There you
You're
go.
right the
I was
whole
right-
time.
I was right the whole time. Fucking shit, okay. Told you, Andrew, I'm on this.
Yeah.
Were you really looking at that boat?
What? What's with you? Of course I was looking at that boat.
That boat?
That was
boat
the only
right
thing
there.
out here. Any normal person would be looking at it.
I agree. Any normal person would. But you are far from normal.
What? Y'all want to step over here and say that?
You were camping at the lake to take a picture of Gordy. Think about it. What would you do if you heard a loud noise? You'd be scanning the lake for any sign of Gordy, that's what. You would give the boat a second thought. Hold on. Continue, Mr. Wright.
Oh.
You testified that you were watching the boat through binoculars. However, you wouldn't need binoculars to watch that boat. You needed them to search for Gordy, and that's what you were doing. Well,
Huh. Well now, when you mention it, I did sort of take my binoculars and kind of scan the lake a bit. I mean, Gordy might be out there and all.
Miss Hart. Are you saying that you were not watching the boat then?
Sorry, y'all. I wasn't fibbing, really.
Sounds like she was.
I was just, I thought I could be a witness in the murder to all.
Oh,
I kinda got excited.
Man.
I was sure I was watching the boat till now.
This is totally uncalled for.
But hey. You got the photograph, you got proof.
So we can't say who is shooting who in this.
Right, right. That's why I took this photograph and...
There's 2 photos! Ah!
Should,
Where's the
like,
other
every time
photo?
she's about to say something important.
Yeah.
You've had a long day. Shut your pie hole.
This guy is fucking
Shamal,
awful.
what?
What was she going to say? There's another photo! The camera goes off at loud noises! You're
Took
too
the
bad!
photo and... What? Wait a second.
Wait a second. She had a photograph to prove it. Sorry, that's you. But you can't really tell from the photo who is shooting.
That's why she said she's going to enlarge the photo. She said... Wait, this is the wrong voice. She said, it'll drop the quality a mite, but... should let us know who's who.
She enlarged that photo? Why won't Karma let her show it?
I don't think we actually asked that question to,
I've got a hunch. Yeah,
I think we missed that by mistake.
Yeah. I've got a hunch. I bet that enlarged photo shows something bad for Von Karma. This is my chance. If I'm wrong though, it'll mean prison for Edgeworth. Or worse. What should I do? Make her show the enlargement. Just wait and see what happens. Fuck, are you paying attention? Miss Hart! Take a look at this photograph. You enlarged this photograph, did you not?
Yeah, I did.
Why has that enlargement not been presented to the court?
Because it does not exist. What are y'all talking about? You were the one who told me not to show it in the court in the first place. Y'all fool.
There we go. Who's in contempt of court now, Your Honor? What is the meaning of this, Mr. Von Karma? Miss Hart. Show the photo to the court. Show us the enlargement. The prosecution objects.
The prosecution objects to the submission of this evidence.
Objection denied. The witness will show the enlargement to the court.
Here it is. Oh.
We still cannot see who is firing in this. It could be the defendant, or maybe it's not. Regardless, I'll accept this as evidence.
Happy now, Mr. White.
Sorry. Sorry, I'm really sorry. I don't know why.
No, it's alright. I do this all the time to you.
Well, it has to be something.
You asked for an enlargement, you got the enlargement. And little good it has done any of us. That's why I requested she not show it.
I suppose this means that the cross-examination...
It's over, obviously.
Then I would like to close the cross-examination of Ms. Lota Hart.
And none too soon. That was a flagrant waste of my time.
Mr. Von Karma, do you have anything to add? Like the other witness?
I stated everything I needed to when this trial began. Decisive evidence. A decisive witness. What else could possibly be required?
Nothing, of course. Except you didn't provide either of those things! Now I believe it is time for me to clear my verdict. Objection. Wait, it's not supposed to go like this. There has to be a clue in this photo somewhere.
Yeah, it looks like the same gun.
This is bad, real bad. What should I do? Object to the enlargement? What does that mean?
Yeah, object to the enlargement. It's possible that... Oh, other
It's not the same photo.
We don't have the other photo anymore.
Oh man.
We have other evidence though. Do you see what I see?
Oh no, what?
The print bears.
Oh! 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 Wait! Your Honor, this evidence. You shut your whore mouth!
I believe we've spent enough time talking about evidence.
That's not how law works! Indeed. We've had opinions on every piece of evidence, but this enlargement... I see no point in retracting our steps. Right! Object the enlargement then! Object the enlargement.
Your
Your Honor. There is something decidedly strange with this enlargement. What might that be? That's very much just a mix of words there.
Yeah, I think
one
so.
option and the other. Fucking Mr. Wright, you will show the court what you mean. What about this photo is strange? Okay, here goes nothing. Be gone. I'll show the judge what's strange about this photo. Right hand, left hand. Left hand. Take that! Take that, left hand. Here, Your Honor. The shooter? I'm not sure I understand. What about the shooter is strange? Look at the hand holding the pistol, Your Honor. The hand? That hand directly contradicts another piece of evidence. This man's left hand does what? Oh, this man's left hand does what? Let me show you. I'll show you the evidence the left hand contradicts.
Boom, take that!
Take that! The evidence is clear. The man in this photograph is holding that pistol in his left hand. However, the prints on the murder weapon were from Edgeworth's right hand. Ergo, the man shooting the pistol in this photograph is not Mr. Edgeworth. Now that everyone in the courtroom is quiet and down, I would like to reconvene this court of law. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You have given us definitive proof today. We now know that it was not Mr. Edgeworth who fired the pistol that night. However, this leaves us with a rather large problem. If Mr. Edgeworth didn't do it, then who shot our victim?
Precisely. As we have seen, there were no other people on the lake that night.
As we have seen.
But who but the defendant could have shot the victim?
It's hard to say the victim
himself.
But yeah, it has to be.
And that's what Edward said.
It's just dumb because the gun's facing away, but yeah, it's like... There's only one explanation remaining. There was an earthquake. Defendant missed. The man who shot the victim was none other than the victim himself. It's just like the last case. Hoda, hoda. So you are saying that the victim committed suicide? Yes, Your Honor. I can think of no other explanation. Indeed, that does seem to be the only remaining option.
I'm so very, very sorry, Mr. White. But suicide is out of the question.
What?
An examination of the victim's wound reveals the distance at which he was shot.
The distance?
The victim was clearly shot from further than a meter away.
meter. That's 3 feet.
Is my arm a meter? Could I? Could you just? My
I
arm
mean,
is probably not.
not quite. Almost.
Yeah.
But then the barrel would have to be coming back at you, so unless you had like a selfie stick with a handgun in it. Which is a terrifying prospect, by the way. I didn't quite realise until I said it.
There's no way this could have been suicide.
Oh, there's some fucking scuba diver or some shit. Like, what's going on? Like, fucking Gordy shot this guy.
Gordy!
Oh, no. Like, Gordy must have been a fucking scuba diver with a gun or some shit. Like, this is ridiculous. Mr. Von Karma, are you sure of the accuracy of your data?
Of course, I'd already considered the possibility of suicide, you see.
Fuck me.
Oh, nice.
I see. Very well, allow me to state my opinion. Considering the situation, the shooter had to be the defendant, Mr. Edgeworth. However, the prints of the gun revealed the shooter was not Mr. Edgeworth. This is a conundrum. Therefore, I would like to suspend proceedings for this trial for the day.
Ugh.
The court orders the defense and the prosecution to further investigate this matter. Understood? Yes, Your Honor. That is all. This court is adjourned.
We did it!
Fucking hell, that was rough.
They're getting harder, man. They're getting harder.
They are. They are. I mean, her testimony was fucking bullshit. I went off on one because I was like not having any of it. Other than that, I was like fucking tricky. Woo! That was a close call. I'm starving, by the way.
Hey.
Hey! Don't you have anything to say?
No. I have yet to be declared innocent, Mr. Wright.
Well, yeah, but... steps. What happened out there in that lake, anyway?
He's such a tsundere.
If he didn't commit suicide, then who? The shooter was about a meter away, too.
What? Don't give me that look. I didn't kill him.
I was just kidding around.
It's being a bit insensitive, Phoenix.
Yeah, it's not the best time to be kidding around. Look. I'm not gonna... I am gonna go check on that.
Oh. Right.
What?
Tell us something for me.
What? Thank you.
Tell her to watch what she says in court. That's all.
Did it kill you? Just state how you really feel with a thanks, Edgeworth. That Edgeworth, am I right? What's he like? I requisitioned a transcript of Lotta's entire testimony.
Bing! Evidence.
Because I needed it as toilet paper. I thought it might give me this... Of course, you didn't see the shooter. So the only part of her testimony that stood was the bang she heard.
Yeah.
I heard 2 sounds like gunshots just at a minute. So that's going to contradict the pistol at some point.
Yeah, at some point, yeah.
To be continued. Awesome!
Right.
What a
And that's, I think-
fucking episode! That was hype.